Welcome to NewsWatch Ole Miss Weekly. I'm Alex Barfield. Coming up, NewsWatch reporters take a look at an Ole Miss grad overseas.
And see how COVID-19 is affecting you at the pump. I'm Kylee Dedmon. Stay tuned.
The pandemic not quite at a breaking point in the U.S., but what does it look like in South Korea? NewsWatch reporter Matthew Henley spoke with a recent Ole Miss grad who is quarantined on another continent. Here's his story.
2019 Ole Miss grad Pierce Morrison had moved to South Korea to teach English.
We all had to stand in line for immigration as they took everybody's temperature.
Just as the first wave of COVID cases hit the country.
And if we had spiked temperature, they were going to quarantine us and take tests.
The semester was supposed to begin March 1st, yet schools remained closed. Arriving in Korea with no work, not something Morrison anticipated.
I expected to be able to work and get paid. I brought out enough to live for a month and a half without any pay.
Morrison works at a private school called a hagwon. Many foreign teachers fighting for the shift to an online format so they can be paid. The South Korean government only subsidizing public school teacher pay during the pandemic.
We're ready. We've had a month of preparation where we usually have one day.
Despite financial uncertainty, money hasn't been the greatest challenge for Morrison.
Socially, you go to a new country and like everybody's staying indoors. How have you been able to, have that community?
Yeah, that's been the hardest thing. I've had essentially no community or no connection with other people. It's living in a culture that doesn't do small talk traditionally. And everyone's very weary of meeting anyone that they don't know very well.
The South Korean government enforcing public mask wearing, already common in Korean culture.
That has been definitely a shock because we're just used to cough into your sleeve, stuff like that. Here, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You are going to wear the mask, and that's how it's going to be.
As the number of COVID cases drop and the weather gets warmer, things are looking brighter in Korea.
What's kind of the morale around Daegu? Are things looking up?
I would say people are getting tired of it. We're ready to be able to go outside and breathe. We're ready to meet friends. We're ready to go out for dinner.
City streets and subways, though, still much less traffic than usual. Morrison says it isn't exactly clear when quarantine will end.
I'm hoping that we're seeing the end of it here in Korea. As Koreans say, "Hwaiting." You can do it.
Since Ole Miss shut down campus and moved classes online, most students went back to their home states or countries to better protect themselves from COVID-19. However, some Ole Miss students have been finding online classes challenging. NewsWatch reporter Madeline Nolan has more.
The university's move to online courses due to COVID-19 have hindered many students, especially those who have a time zone change. Grace Baxter and Lucas Englehart are two of these students who have spoken out.
There's one of my classes, it's an 11 a.m., and we have to do Zoom, and so I'm up at 5:45 a.m. making sure I'm up and ready for my 6 a.m. Zoom class, and so that's a little bit difficult, but it's also the kind of thing where I don't want to have to make a whole class make an accommodation for just one person.
Another student, Lucas Englehart, went back home to Augsburg, Germany, where the time difference is 7 hours ahead of Central Time in the United States.
My classics class is pretty uncomfortable, having the class at 11 p.m. and then taking a quiz at 12 a.m. midnight is,
Both Baxter and Englehart are working hard no matter the circumstance, with hopes that everything will be back to normal by the fall semester. Madeline Nolan, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
COVID-19 has caused schools to scale back or cancel their programs for the summer. Many schools have already canceled their study abroad programs altogether. Blair Lewis has more.
There has been over 1.6 million cases of COVID-19 worldwide, and France has over 117,000 of those cases. As a response, many college campuses have moved to an online platform for the remainder of the spring semester. Not only are colleges moving to an online platform, they are also having to cancel their summer abroad programs. James Madison University out of Harrisonburg, Virginia, is one of the hundreds of colleges who have canceled their summer 2020 study abroad programs. Junior Kara Hines is one of the many students who had hoped to be spending their first month of summer in France.
I am really upset because I've never been abroad, and I was looking forward to just seeing what another country had to offer. I've never been technically out of the country.
These students did not find out that their program was canceled until March 18th, less than 2 months before they were supposed to be traveling more than 3,500 miles.
We had a whole itinerary planned out, biking through the vineyards and going to all the museum districts and just seeing, what all Paris has to offer.
The students going to France through JMU were able to get a full refund for their trip with the exception of their plane ticket. Claire Lewis, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
The COVID-19 crisis has led to lower gas prices across the nation. Taylor Tucker has the story.
Over the past few months, it's been no secret that gas prices are decreasing. More Americans are avoiding venturing out of their homes because of the spread of the novel coronavirus. With more people working from home, the demand for oil is decreasing. And with demand decreasing, gas prices are too. The average gallon of gasoline nationwide costs $2.17, which is the cheapest gas has been since December 2016.
It's nice to see gas prices so low. In my line of work, it's good for the business. I get to save money.
An American Automobile Association spokesperson stated the trend of pump prices falling is likely to continue through the end of the winter driving season if crude remains cheap, especially amid concerns about the coronavirus.
Hopefully the gas prices will stay this low when the stay-at-home alert is lifted.
Mississippi has the second lowest gas prices in the United States. Texas is number one for the least expensive gas. Texas gas is at $2.06, with Mississippi at $2.07, and Oklahoma ranked as number 3 with gas prices at $2.07 as well. Reporting, Taylor Tucker, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Pet owners may have yet another reason to practice social distancing and protect themselves from COVID-19. Kylee has the story.
Nadia is a tiger at the Bronx Zoo in New York City. Last week, the tiger was reported having a dry cough, a clear symptom of the coronavirus. After being tested, she has been confirmed as the first known animal infection case in the United States. In a Time interview, the zoo's veterinarian spoke about Nadia's COVID testing.
But Nadia just didn't seem to be progressing the way we would like, so we anesthetized her for diagnostic testing.
The Bronx Zoo tweeted this statement on April 5th, clarifying that a human COVID test was not used on the tiger.
The fact that we ran an animal COVID test has nothing to do with the human COVID testing, and there's no competition between the two. There wasn't a choice made, that we were going to spend a human test on an animal. They're two parallel testing pathways.
With this confirmed COVID animal case, people may worry about their own pets spreading the virus.
Yeah, so there's currently no evidence whatsoever that humans can get COVID-19, the current coronavirus, from animals. We are seeing these rare instances of animals, pets getting coronavirus from humans.
Pet owners may be left wondering how to protect their own animals. New pet owner Jace Basil says he is concerned for the safety of his young puppy.
The thought of me making him sick keeps me more determined to stay home.
As the coronavirus seems to continue along its course, pet owners may need to increase their awareness of the virus to protect their furry friends.
Kylee, NewsWatch Ole Miss. Nadia was not the only tiger showing signs of COVID-19. There are other tigers and an additional 3 African lions presenting symptoms. The Bronx Zoo has not yet released a date to reopen their facilities. That's all for this time. Stay tuned next week for more from Oxford and beyond. I'm Alex Barfield.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at NewsWatch_UM and on Instagram at NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Kylee Dedmon. Thanks for watching.